Welcome back, folks, to another episode of Utopia. This is Sinulab, and let's get started. We've got some good news today. We just upgraded the server to the 1.0.3 version of the Direwolf 20 pack, and it has fixed Tesseracts interacting with the Ender IO conduits. So I've got a separate channel underneath with the Ender IO conduits now pulling the items from the Tesseract into the chest, and it's nice and hidden now. Another addition that this 1.0.3 gave us is the Ender IO now has ME conduits for the regular 8 channel and the dense 32 channel. Now it's funny, it's just last episode I ran the ME cables all over the place. In fact, there you can see some of them over here because they're right next to the Ender IO ones, right, hidden back there, and I did all those facades all over the base, really. Well, now I'm really considering just tearing all that up and making the Ender IO ones so they all share the same pathways, you know? I think that needs to be done. But we also have a quest today to get to the end, or not to the end, I'm sorry, to get to the Deep Dark and set up our Ender Quarry. I made one more piece that I didn't have last time, and that was the hole upgrade. Normally the Ender Quarry will replace anything that it mines with dirt, but we like doing the whole world upgrade so that we can see where we've been, and I'm sure, even though it's easier to tell in the Deep Dark because it's all stone, and if you saw dirt you'd be like, well, obviously, but I'm not sure if there's actually dirt pockets, so it's possible there may be some dirt down below. But anyway, we're going to leave big holes so that people can see where people have mined and there's no redundancy or mining up a whole area that's nothing but dirt. So anyway, folks, let me get started rewiring all the base. I want to get that out of the way, and when I come back, I'll be making my way to the Deep Dark. All right, I'll be back. Alrighty, folks, we have rewired as much as we need to, or at least as much as I'm going to right now. Everywhere there is Ender IO cables that I can share now with the ME cables is being done. I'm leaving the exposed smart cables just so I can see how many channels are being used, but I got it cleaned up over there also, got rid of all the facades that I don't need and just using the Ender IO facade casings. I'll call them facades, I guess. Actually, I don't even know if they are, but anyway, that's that. I just went over here and noticed that we happened to get the fast production. So that's very good. I've made a vial of the fast production and of the caves and rain tolerance and whatnot, and having them polymerized right now. There it is. So we can start inoculating some of these grubs. I want to keep calling them grubs. These larvae that we're getting from the bees, maybe the Rockies. Now we still don't have Imperial gene, but we do have an Industrious, so we can get that. And where are they? There they are, the Rocky larvae. And then we can inoculate them with the Industrious, the fast production. And they already have the nighttime and rain tolerance and all that good stuff. But for the Imperial, since we don't have the gene, we can get some Imperial drones and then inoculate them with all the rain tolerance and all that good stuff. And then they'll just work all the time. Excellent. Anyway, my next order of business is to get to the Deep Dark. I have already made the 3 travel anchors that I believe I'll need for the Endeavor. Grab some of those. I will also, that's right, everything's in AE now. I can grab some more cobble. Never know how much you'll need. I know I'll want to make sure that I have my quarry up off the ground because mobs spawn there all the time. And let's make sure I've got 53 torches on me right now. That should be plenty, and I know I've got another 55 here in the bag. So I'm good. I am good. I'm going to make my way over there, and I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, folks. So the Deep Dark, the portal is over at Micronaut's place. So we're going to go over there and make our way to the Deep Dark. Now, like he did here in this world, he traveled north, so he's going to have done the same thing. There he is. What's up, Micronaut? I think he said it was up in his rich room. Yeah, here's the Deep Dark. right, so they dug down to, oh, they've done some work here. Oh, they put some vines. Interesting. Wonder if you can climb up and down those. Anything out behind it? I don't know. Oh, there's something already. There's a mob already over there. So I'm going to place one of the, wow, this is really dark, but I guess mobs don't spawn on stairs, so we should be okay. But maybe I'll put a, off to the side here, a little room. And that should reach down to the ceiling there, to the roof of that building. And then from there we can get down to the ground. And let's just see, that way's north, so I'm sure Micronaut went that way. Why don't we do maybe that way, away from this building. Looking at the mini-map, you can see all the lights. It's a pretty big building. Looks like it goes on for a bit, so we'll go that way. Anyway, I'll be back. Alrighty, folks, so we've got an anchor here. We've got an anchor on the roof right there, and then we've got another one down there. And I wonder, oh, don't even need the one on the roof. I can reach the one down on the ground. Oh, we've got a wisp. Oh, we've got another wisp. Are you friendly? Are you friendly? Okay, they don't seem to be harming me, which is good. So we're going to head this direction, east. I know Micronaut went that way, so we got a skeleton over there. We've got to light up all the light, or all the dark area. Oh! No, you are not friendly. Okay, so let's just zap up here. That kind of freaked me out. But yeah, we're going to head that way. We got to light up our way. We don't want to be in the dark at all. You just start taking damage from being in the dark. So lots of torches, down to 21. I already slapped a bunch down there, but I'm glad I brought more. I'm going to have to get rid of those wisps, apparently. Yeah. Check something. I'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, so this is what I wanted to check, the shock wand core. It's just an arcane workbench recipe. It doesn't require the infusion altar, which is good because I don't have it yet. And I think that is actually going to... Why can't I close this? Well, we're having some serious lag spikes right now. I think that will help me to deal with those wisps. I won't have to try and hit them with a bow from a distance, and I won't have to get close enough to them to hit them with a sword. I think that'll help. Let me go make that wand core, and well, I'll meet you back at base and we'll make it. Alrighty, folks, I believe I have the pieces that I need to make my wand core of shock. Give us a little bit of a advantage against those wisps. Oh, my wand, yes, let's give it the wand, and there we go, excellent. Now that I've got two wand cores, I might actually make that pouch. So let's see, F to the shock. Ooh, that's loud. Ooh, that takes a lot of this. Well, maybe not. Maybe that... Actually, most of that was probably from crafting this. But anyway, let's head back to the Deep Dark. That's through Micronaut's place, which is great, because we can go ahead and recharge our wand on the way. Alrighty, folks. I've made my way out here, and there are quite a few mobs around here. Making my hay... This is a stalactite, stalagmite sort of thing. It goes all the way to the ceiling, so I'm going to make my home base here. I'm going to clear all this out, set up the ender quarry here and all that jazz, and then go out in two directions. I don't even know. There is no max size, I don't think, for the ender quarry, but I'll probably use a blue marker with a redstone signal to give me the same size I would use for the other quarry I used to use, just for some boundaries. But anyway, I will come back when I've got that set up. Alrighty, folks, we've got some wisps still. Gotta keep them at bay, but we we branched out that direction as far as the beam would go, so that's about 64 blocks. And then this one, I came across another stalactite, stalagmite, so I just stopped right there. I think it was about 10 or 15 blocks short of 64. But we have the markers all working. The ender quarry has successfully established the boundary. It's not running yet, of course, because we're not sending any power, but oh, how I do enjoy the fact that the ender item conduits connect to tesseracts again. Excellent. So We've got the garbage can here that will take any of the cobblestone, dirt, and gravel that it finds and just ditch them. Everything else will go into this chest that gets sent to the Tesseract back home. And this is the whole world, or the whole upgrade that doesn't fill in the ground with dirt, but leaves it as an open hole. And so that way we can tell where we've been. But anyway, I'm going to head back to the base and fire this bad boy up and see if it actually is all working like it should, which I really don't have any doubt it won't. Since the travel anchor on top of the building there isn't really necessary, I can get to the one in the ceiling all the way from the ground. I'm going to grab that from the ceiling and put it up over here so I can just jump up here real quick. It's a good thing I was down there making my way over here, and a creeper just started to sizzle when I did a left click on my travel anchor and zapped up here. Unfortunately, I landed in here instead of up there and missed and all that good stuff, but whew, that could have been bad. Anyway, I'll see you back at home, and we'll see some items start to come through, I'm sure. Excellent. Alrighty, folks. So here we are back at home. We had the master switch turned off while we hit quarry bottom, or bedrock bottom, so let's just see here. We should start maybe seeing, well, actually, I don't know how quickly we'll start seeing stuff. It's probably got to go down a little bit, get rid of all the cobblestone. Yeah, who knows how long this will take. Should at least see this start to fire up if it gets any ores that need to be processed. Yeah. Alright folks, I was starting to get a little worried. I even disconnected the power here because I was going to go back home and try this again and see if it wasn't, why it wasn't getting items across. Looked inside the chest here, sure enough, the quarry was running and picking up some things. And then I decided to, oh yeah, that's right. Usually when it's on export, you got to tell it to, yep, be active all the time. So that's why it wasn't sending things back. It was definitely sending power to it because we started collecting things. Oops, did I just change something? Oh, extract, no, okay. And then to just open up the chest again and show that, yep, we are definitely getting things. So let's connect the power back onto here and go back home and try this again. While I'm here though, let's set up the travel anchor. I was running around this pillar dodging all sorts of mobs. Oh, they're all over the place. And they are stronger than the overworld. They take a lot more arrows to kill. It's usually like 3 arrows for a zombie. Well, he's in armor, so maybe he'd take 4 or 5. But this guy's probably going to take like 7. And that's if I don't... Oh, no? Okay. Well, anyway. I'll see you back at home, and we'll turn the quarry on and start getting lots and lots of mats. Alrighty, folks, here we are again. Let's flick it back on, and we should start. There we go. We are getting items now, and they're moving pretty quick through the system. Yeah, let's see here. It should get up here pretty quickly. Anything that needs to be processed gets in there. Otherwise, it gets dumped into here and sucked right into AE. Seems to be doing exactly what it needs to be doing. Oh good, then you saw the quicksilver, so that got routed to here properly. Excellent, excellent. Alright, so we have got Quarry up and running in the deep dark. That is going to bring in at least twice as many resources as we were gathering in the whole world, the Mistcraft realm we had working before, so that's just great. Alright, so I've got the AE conduits hooked up. I have got IO conduits working on Tesseracts again. I've got the quarry moved and set up and running. Now with that going, actually I think I'm going to be fine with power because I haven't really upgraded the speed of that quarry. It does run slower than the first quarry I had, but that actually helps with the power. It doesn't suck it as quickly, and I can survive longer without having to have it down for a long time charging up the batteries. So that's very good. That's very good. So let me go see what's going on with bees and see what we want to do next. Alrighty folks, sorry about that. I'm actually kind of curious if the my phone rang during the last recording. I'm kind of wondering if that'll get caught on the my dialogue recording. We'll see. If it is, I'll cut it out. If it's not, then this explanation will just be a tidbit of information. But anyway, let me get to making the mats to get this fluxed electrum ingot done, and we'll make a bow and get it ready to get enchanted. Alright. Alright folks, we have got the pieces that I need to make the bow. But I was looking at the enchants. Excellent, there we go, with my remote charger. Haha, look at that. I was looking at my enchants. I do have infinity, I do not have power. But what we can do here is use our trusty IO stand here and get, I believe it was the one with flint. There it is. Yep, power 1. So we can get a book and quill, get some 12 flint. I'm sure I've got those to get a power 1. And then use our trusty bibliocraft machines over there to duplicate it up to power 5. And like that, I've got enough essence berries like I talked about. So let me get started on that because that's going to take a little while. Alrighty folks, we have got a power 5, we've got an infinity 1. Now let's see if we have enough levels to actually enchant this, huh? Power 5 was 12, and the other one was 6, but now that it's got an enchant on it, yeah, it'll probably be, yeah. It'll be a little bit more, but I've got some berries here. There we go. Excellent, so we've got a power 5, infinity 1, flux infused bow, a whole lot better than our just vanilla run-of-the-mill bow. So great. Alright folks, a little update on the bees. We just got the water queen, or the water breed, locked down. The drone that was in here is also a pure water, so we've got that. We needed the water so we can mix with the Valiant to get the Perusian for the blue dye. And I just got Meadows sequencing right now, so we can inoculate drones to make Meadows bees. Look at that, excellent. Mix the Meadows with the Valiant to get the saffron for the yellow dye. And those are the 3 dye colors that we need in order to do our DNA dye and our fluorescent dye, which, wow, we're getting low. It's that yellow dye. It's hard to find. I have cleaned up all the flowers that the bees had, populated everywhere, and there was only a couple of dandelions in there. The rest were all, oh, hey, there's one. The rest were all colors that I didn't really need. So yellow is definitely going to be a good thing to get mass-produced with the bees and the alveary, so very good. But what I do know, what I want to work on next is something with these essence berries, because right now I am, making a trek down to where I have the farm. Oh, hey, look, I did a little decoration on the little hallway down here. I got inspired one day and thought I'd at least make it down to here. I'll bring it down to the end eventually and, of course, work on all this, but that was a good start. Anyway, this little farm here, I trek all the way down here, grab a few piles of these, and then go up and do my thing. But let's move this actually. Let's move it to under where we actually use the experience. We'll hook it directly into power, so we won't need to worry about a battery. Let's see, that's close enough. So yeah, we'll set it up underneath here, right? We'll get some of the extra utilities, clear tanks like lined up around here, and we can just right-click those to gain a level of experience at a time. And we'll set something up underneath here that we'll get to by an elevator somewhere, or maybe a travel anchor, and just have it automated there to be hooked into the power, so don't need to worry about that. It'll just collect the berries, and it'll it'll turn it into a liquid that we can pump into the tanks right here, and just have access to it whenever we need. That sounds like it's going to be a good thing. So let me get started on that, and I'll come back with a little progress update. All right, folks, we have some startings. I got a travel anchor down there so I can get down here, but I'm going to dig out, let's see, we're right up against the wall with this hole, that's the tank end there, so we're going to go out a little bit more that way. We've got the tank in there, so we already have a little bit out this way, but we're going to continue to dig out this way toward the desert because we've got the ravine that way. We really just, can't go that way too far. But we'll have all of our ore berries over here and being collected like we have already with the harvester going into a chest. Then we'll have from the chest, we'll pipe it into an enclosed area maybe over here with an autonomous activator that's going to then right-click the ore berries into the experience balls, and we'll collect those in a vacuum hopper that will pick it up as liquid and pump that into these tanks up here. And we may actually have some more tanks down here as a little supply reservoir, maybe adding into the bottom rows. No, not too much though. We've got the pipes right above here is that intersection where we've got the battery and the intersection of power for our machines. So we are kind of limited, I think, to that one row up there. So yeah, we'll have some more down here. That will just be a buffer for keeping that thing full for when we use it. So that's the plan. That is the plan. All right. Folks, check it out. The room's done and a little stylish if I don't say so myself. So we've got all the ore berries that we had downstairs before moved over here. Most of them have grown up. A couple of stragglers still sitting around, but colored some green cobble. Chisel's got some new options on some bricks, or in blocks I should say, with the 1.0.3 pack. So very cool, the version of the pack anyway. So yeah, we've got the harvester doing the same thing it always does, dropping it off here in the chest. And there is an item conduit underneath the ground that is pumping into that autonomous activator there. Vacuum hopper is sucking it up, changing it into liquid XP and pumping it out into this reservoir that we've got upstairs around the working area here. So now we can just right-click this to get a level of experience when we need it, instead of having to, go down and grab some berries and come back and hope they were enough. But, got a little symbol on there, so that's the ore berry area. I shouldn't say ore berry, I should say the essence berry, because there is no ore here. But yeah, and I employed a little Steve's Factory Manager again, surprise, surprise, to help me turn this off when need be, because the autonomous activator is going to keep spitting out XP balls regardless of if there's any place to put the liquid XP. So at 75% full of that tank right there, we'll tell Steve's Factory Manager to send a redstone signal to this autonomous activator, and that will turn it off. So that's very good. Just real simple. That's all it is. So there we go. Liquid XP on the move. No longer have to do that, manually eating the berries. Very cool. All right, folks, I think that's a good stopping point, though. That was a nice build. I got a little stylish workings in here, not just having a cobblestone on the walls, although I did do that for the ground, just why not. But yeah, oh, wait, this is not done. That's supposed to be this brick. All right, I will definitely need to fix that. But anyway, folks, I think that's going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see what happens next episode. I'll have to think about what projects I need to get going. All right, until then, have a good one.